We're continuing our practice of letting go of anxiety and finding moments of presence. Finding ourselves in this present moment. So with that comes sometimes letting go of anything that happened in our day, anything that is to come. Just letting your awareness come into this space. Begin to notice the earth supporting you here, the walls of the space that you're in, and then gently drawing our awareness inward, coming into the body, the breath, the support beneath us, the earth and our breath are always with us. This is a way that we can anchor into our practice and into the present moment at any time. Come to the breath and come to the support beneath you. As you turn your gaze inwards and begin to scan the body, noticing how you are arriving in your practice. Notice if there are any sensations, any thoughts arising of worries or anxieties. Anywhere within the body that may be holding this energy. Let your exhale guide the release of these energies throughout your practice today. As you find stillness in each posture, you find presence in the here and now. You're able to connect with your inner strength and be free of worry. Our affirmation or mantra that we'll continue to use throughout the month: I am present, grounded, and free of worry. Also, today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. If either of those resonate with you, feel free to incorporate them. I'll repeat them throughout our practice a couple of times. If there's a worry that you'd like to release today or an intention that you would like to set for yourself, feel free to do so now. We'll walk the feet in towards the hips. And just take a couple of windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. Nice and slow. Just easing into a little movement in the body. If you've been seated today for any period of time, there may be some tightness in this area or in the lower back. Just allow this gentle rock to release any tension in the hips. And drawing the knees back up through center,
We'll bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open towards the earth. You can place blocks underneath, or if you're at home, you can roll up a towel or a blanket or use a pillow, whatever you have on hand, if you'd like a little more support here. And then placing the hands on the belly, just come into the breath. Notice the rise and fall of the space of the belly, of the abdomen, with each breath. Maybe begin to deepen the breath, creating a little more space here, letting the exhale soften the belly, releasing any tension. See if you can just focus on the exhale here. Let it come to completion. Slow it down. And notice the inhale becomes passive. As you exhale, releasing any worries or anxiety, stress, you create space for new energy, clear, calm presence. Carefully draw the knees back towards each other on the inhale, releasing your blocks to the side. Hug the knees in towards the body. Just rock side to side gently, massaging the lower back and the sacrum. Interlace the fingers on the right side, either on the shin or on the back of the thigh. And drop the left foot down to the mat. So the right knee is pulled in towards the body. The left foot is knee bent on the mat near the left hip. And we'll just pull that right knee in, hugging it in towards the armpit. And if you'd like to take a half happy baby here, extending the foot up as if you're walking on the ceiling, and either bringing the hands behind that thigh or reaching and grabbing the outside edge of that right foot, drawing the knee a little further down towards the earth. Let the left knee kind of flop open as a counterweight here, keeping the hips on the mat. Just stretching through that right hip, right glute, wherever you're feeling this. Little bit of a deeper release here. Draw the left knee back through center and release the grip on the right side. Cross the right leg over the left. So the legs are crossed. And then we'll let the weight of the right leg just draw that left knee down to the right. So just coming into a little bit of a twist here. Twisted roots. We can bring our arms out to a T and draw your gaze over the left fingertips. Be mindful of your lower back here and make any adjustments that you need to feel more comfortable. Even if the left foot stays flat on the mat and we're just crossing that right leg over, that's okay too. Ease into this and find your edge. Find where you can be still and soft in this posture. on the inhale, draw the knees back up through center and uncross the legs. Walk the feet out towards the edges of the mat and just let the knees fall in towards each other. Taking a pause here just to invite that pose to leave the body, to find a moment of rest. Walk the feet back in, hip distance apart, knees bent. Draw the left knee in towards the body, just hugging it in here. So we prepare to move into the opposite side. And if you'd like to stay here, you can, or take a variation of that half happy baby, whatever works for your body today. Notice it might be different on this side. Sometimes, most of the time, one side of our body is holding a little more tension than the other. So if you'd like to reach through and grab on in any way you can for that half happy baby on the opposite side, drawing the left knee down towards the earth, and then letting that right knee flop open, coming into the knife edge of the right foot. Letting gravity and the weight of your arm really just draw that leg down, opening up the left hip, maybe even the inside of that thigh. Draw the right knee in through center. Release the grip on the left leg, crossing it over the right, and drawing the right knee towards the left side with the weight of that left leg. Finding twisted root on the opposite side. Gaze comes over the right fingertips here. Just breathing into that right hip, the right side of the body, the belly, releasing any worry, whatever that worry is. If there was one that you brought into your practice today, just thinking about releasing it on each exhale. As you inhale, drawing the knees back up through center, uncrossing, taking a stretch, lengthening the legs out, bringing the arms up overhead and just reaching through the soles of the feet or the toes and the fingertips, lengthening the body. And then we'll roll over, coming onto our bellies on the mat. Coming into Sphinx pose. You can take any variation of this. If your lower back is a little tender today, you can bring the forearms to the top of the mat and rest your forehead. Or you can draw the elbows under the shoulders and press into the earth with the forearms, or bring them out towards the edges of the mat. That's kind of like the middle ground between the two. So take whatever option feels right today. Once you're there, just allow any tension in the hips or legs to release. No need to hold anything here. Let them be soft. Let the tops of your legs press to the earth. Just release and soften that area. Pressing into the mat with our forearms, really rising up from the earth here. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening the heart space. Gaze can come forward or down between the hands. And also let the crown of your head move towards the earth, or place a block to support the forehead. Paying attention to our neck, being kind to all the parts of our spine, making choices that honor our bodies. As you breathe here, connect with the heart space. See if you can envision a warm light moving through this space around the heart, filling the chest and lungs, moving down the arms as it connects with the earth, the palm of your hands, releasing any tightness in the heart space, any constriction, anything you need to let go of. Let it flow from the heart center and into the earth. On your next exhale, lower all the way down to your forearms. Just take a few breaths of pause and presence here. Bring the left hand to the top of your mat and press into the hand, creating space to thread the right arm through, finding thread the needle on the right side, resting your weight on your shoulder. You can bring a block to the top to rest your head, finding support there if needed, or maybe a blanket. Allow the weight of the shoulder pressed towards the mat to just release any tension in that right shoulder. This is a connection to the heart space, a little deeper release, inviting any residual tightness here, anything held in this space, just softening towards the mat. Draw the left hand under the left shoulder. Press into the mat, slowly unwinding, coming back through center. Just pausing at the top here with the forearms crossed, forehead resting. Draw the right hand towards the top of the mat. Press into the earth, creating that space for the left arm to thread through, coming to rest on the left shoulder, using a block to support the head or a blanket if needed. And as you settle in, just allow the weight, the pressure of that shoulder being pressed towards the mat to again release any tension now from the left side of the heart space, from the left shoulder. Come back to the breath and the support of the earth beneath you. These are your resources. They are always with you, anchoring you into this present moment. Bring the right hand under the right shoulder, unwinding back through center. Take a couple of breaths here, and then we'll press back, drawing the hands under the shoulders and coming into tabletop. You can bring your blanket to the mat to support the knees if you'd like. And tabletop, the wrists are stacked under the shoulders, tops of the feet are pressed into the mat. Take a moment here just to connect with what a stable, neutral tabletop feels like. Connecting with the earth, grounding through the palms of the hands. Gently drawing the navel in to support the spine here. And then on the inhale, dropping the belly, let the tailbone rise and the heart center come forward. Exhale, pressing into the earth, rounding the spine. Tuck the tailbone, gaze comes towards the navel. Inhale into cow, dropping the belly. Exhale into cat, rounding the spine. Just move through these at your own pace, connecting with your body and your breath. If it feels safe to do so, maybe closing the eyes, turning your gaze inwards and exploring any of those areas that were arising in some type of sensation as you arrived in your practice. Noticing those areas of tension or anxiety that might be lurking in the corners or edges of the body. Use the breath to move these energies, shift them, and if needed, release them through the palms of the hands into the earth beneath you. Come back through that neutral tabletop. Bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back, coming into Balasana, Child's Pose. Rooting the hips down, reaching the fingertips towards the front of the mat, and coming to rest on a bolster or a pillow, or bringing the heart center towards the earth, bringing the forehead towards the earth, softening these areas, connecting with the support beneath you. Letting any tension from the forehead release. As you breathe here and settle in, I'd like to take a moment just to bring light to the 111 portal that's happening on Friday. This is an energetic gateway, and it's a time where energies are amplified, our thoughts, our intentions, and our actions. All of the energy surrounding that is supported and amplified during this time. So if you haven't set intentions for this year, this is winter. It's not a time that we necessarily need to set intentions. We should be resting. But maybe just thinking about what intentions you would like to see happen, what manifestations you would like to see happen in this year. If that's something that aligns with you, this week is a really important week to focus your attention there. So during this time, while you're resting in Child's Pose, opening the heart space, and maybe just beginning to ask a question about what's arising here as you begin this new cycle in this chapter. Draw the gaze towards the fingertips and walk the hands back to meet the body, slowly coming up into a seated position. We'll come into whatever's a comfortable seated position for you, Sukhasana, or you could even sit on the knees if you wanted to. We'll take a moment here just to connect, ground, center ourselves. Lengthening the spine on the inhale, and on the exhale, connecting with the earth beneath you. Just come into the breath. We'll come back to our affirmation and our mantra for our practice, just anchoring us into this space. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Notice how that sits with you, just with curiosity, not attaching a story. Just for today, I will not worry. Notice if there's anywhere in your body that is saying, I'm worried. Anywhere in the body that's like, ew, no. Anywhere that's like, yeah, I'm free, open. Any of those spaces that are maybe resistant to being free of worry. I'd like you to bring your hands together. This is just an invitation. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And just rub the palms together, creating some friction and some heat in the hands. And connecting with the healing light of your heart space. Place your hands on any of those areas, wherever they are. Maybe it's the heart space and the belly. Maybe it's the neck or shoulders. Maybe it's the mind. Bring the hands to the sides of the head, or one to the forehead and one to the occipital ridge at the back of the head. Wherever it is. Just envision that healing light moving through your hands into these spaces. Each breath softening these areas, connecting with your life force energy. You can do this at any time. Winter is a time where we should nourish and pause and connect. My hope is that you'll take these tools off the mat and into your day-to-day life, finding time to pause, to be present. Our affirmation for our practice: I am grounded, present, and free of worry. I am grounded, present, and free of worry. Let the energy dissolve anything lingering here that is not needed.
Release the hands and come into Shavasana, a final resting posture for this class as we close. As you find yourself in a resting position, however you're most comfortable, think about placing your hands on the earth, palms facing down, just to ground any of that excess energy. Releasing it into the earth one last time. Let your body rest. Be held, supported. Let go of any control of the breath and just let it flow organically and naturally. Coming back into awareness of the exhale and that release. Not changing it, just noticing. Follow the exhale to completion. Allow the inhale to just be passive. Begin to deepen the breath, bringing awareness into the body, Take a moment of gratitude, thanking yourself for coming into this practice, coming into this space to connect with your body, your breath, and the present moment. May you walk in loving kindness. May you serve the community by sharing your unique gifts. And may you remember your true essence is love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take your time.